Good morning, grade 4. Welcome back to grade 4 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So I hope all the concepts we learned in chapter 10 are clear to you. We have come to the end of the chapter. So we'll do the revision station questions which are in page 150 of your textbook. All of you please turn to that page number 150. So let's see the first question. The first question is find the area of the following figures and there is a hint. Each small square is of area 1 square centimeter. So we have learned how to find out the area of some polygons and also irregular shapes using a square grid. So the first figure A, you can see how do we find out the area of this figure? Let's count the number of full squares first and then you have to consider the squares which are covered in half or more than half. So let's do the counting. So in the case of this part, you have to take the squares which are covered half or more than half as having an area of 1 square centimeter. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Then these two full squares which would be 22 and 23. So this figure covers a few full squares and some squares which are covered by half or more than half, and that is equal to 23 squares or 23 square centimeter. And you can also see a few squares are covered in less than half. You can ignore them. So in this case, for question A, the approximate area is equal to 23 square centimeter. Now the next one, question B. Here we have a polygon on a square grid. So in the case of a polygon, you have to take the area of a half square as half square centimeter. So let's first count the full squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this polygon covers 15 full squares. And we can see two half squares. So half here, half here. So that would make 1. So 15 full squares plus a half square here. That would be 15 and a half. Then here one more half. So that would be 15 and half plus half. That is 16. So this figure has an area of 16 square centimeter. I hope you understood these two examples. The rest of the questions you have to do yourself. You can complete these questions in your textbook itself. Now the second question, find the perimeter of the following figures. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is the length of the boundary of a closed figure. And we have seen how to find out the perimeter of some polygons. So the first figure here, the measurements are all given. So how do we find out the perimeter of this figure? Just add up all these lengths and you'll get the perimeter. Let's do the adding. So it is 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. And what is it? It is equal to 10 plus 5, 15 plus 10, 25, 25 plus 5, 30. So what is the perimeter of this figure? It is equal to 30 centimeter. Now question B, you have got a figure here and it seems to be a square. And it has got a side of 30 centimeter. So for a square, since all the sides are the same, to find the perimeter, what is the formula? We are adding the same side 4 times. Side plus side plus side plus side, which is equal to 4 times the side. So here the side is 30 centimeter, 4 times the side, or 4 into S is equal to 4 into 30, which is equal to 120 centimeter. So for B, the perimeter is equal to 120 centimeter. So similarly, you can find the perimeter of all the other figures given here. Just add up all the lengths and you will get the perimeter of the figure. Now let's move on to the next question, question number 3. What should be the length of a golden thread needed to decorate the boundary of a photo frame whose each side is 30 centimeter? So what is mentioned in the question? It says about a photo frame whose each side is 30 centimeter. Each side is 30 centimeter means what? It is a square which has got a side of 30 centimeter. And it says you have to find the length of a golden thread needed to decorate the boundary of the photo frame. So, where would you be placing the golden thread? Along the boundary. And you have to find out that length. The length of the boundary means what? You have to find out the perimeter of this square photo frame. So, what is the perimeter of a square? 4 times its side. And what is the side? 30 centimeter. So, let's see the steps. The perimeter is equal to 4 times the side or 4 into s. Make sure you're writing the formula when you're working out examples like this. So, 4 into s is equal to 4 into 30 centimeter, which is equal to 120 centimeter. So, the length of the golden thread is the perimeter of the frame, and hence the length of the golden thread needed is 120 centimeter. So, I hope you are clear with this. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 4. Find the length of barbed wire needed for fencing around a park of length 20 meter and breadth 17 meter. So, what is given in the question? There is a park. It has got a length of 20 meter and the breadth is 17 meter. You are asked to find out the length of barbed wire needed for a fencing around the park. So, where do you build the fence? Around the park or along the boundary. So, to find out the length of the boundary, it means finding out the perimeter. So, how do we find out the perimeter of this one? The park is a rectangular one. So, the perimeter of a rectangle is equal to the sum of the lengths of all its sides. So, let's see the steps. The perimeter is equal to 17 meter plus 20 meter plus 17 meter plus 20 meter. What is it? It is equal to 74 meter. So, the perimeter of this park is equal to 74 meter, and that will be the same as the length of the barbed wire needed for the fencing. So, the length of the barbed wire needed is 74 meter. I hope this is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. Nakul runs around a triangular park with sides 80 meter, 112 meter and 135 meter 3 times daily. What distance does he run daily? So, here in this question, it talks about a park which has got a triangular shape and it has got the sides 80 meter, 112 meter and 135 meter. And it says Nakul runs daily around this park 3 times, which means if he is going this way, he goes 1 time, 2 times and 3 times. So, when he runs 1 time, he covers the perimeter of this park once. When he goes 2 times, he covers the perimeter 2 times. So, when he runs 3 times around this park, he will cover the perimeter 3 times. So, what is the first step? Let's find out the perimeter of this park and then multiply that by 3 to get the distance he runs daily. So, let's see the steps. The perimeter is equal to this 80 plus 135 plus 112, and that is equal to 327 meter. And the distance he runs daily is equal to 3 times this distance, or 3 times the perimeter. So, that would be equal to 327 into 3. And what is it? 7 3s are 21, a carry over 2, 3 2s are 6, plus 2 8 and 3 3s are 9. So, that equals a distance of 981 meter. So, the distance he run daily is equal to the perimeter into 3, which is equal to 327 into 3, and that is equal to a total of 981 meters. So, I hope this is clear to you. Now, you have to go through all the topics we learned in this chapter and also all the exercise we learned in this chapter once again. Then move on to a worksheet in page number 151. You have to work out this worksheet. You can do this in your textbook itself. Then take a picture and send us to Teams. So children, we have come to the end of this chapter, chapter 10, perimeter and area. So that's all for today. We'll see in the next class with a new chapter. Till then, bye.